Wanted the best, you got the best. Rip Comics Podcast. Welcome. I'm Rob.
And I'm Roland.
And we fired the rest of KISS. But anyway.
So I realized we could do kind of like KISS. Rob and roll. You know, Rob and roll all over.
Yeah?
Oh, that's kind of gross. But still, we can play off of that Rob and roll instead of rock and roll.
Yeah.
We have
another, it's like the Rip and Destroy. We're going to have our own version of the KISS songs. There you go.
Oh, yeah. And we'll even sing them because we can't play them or we'll get banned.
Yeah, no kidding. We're going to end up getting kazoos, and it's going to be the kazoo, KISSoo.
No, dude, I can get my father-in-law to get on the drums, dude.
Oh,
at least, you know,
we're going to do a live report.
Nothing to lose, and then we lost everything.
Yeah, the show we started it later because I thought a scheduled thing that we scheduled was going to happen, and well, it didn't happen. So that was kind of a bummer. And so, but it actually gave me some time to kind of add another book that I kind of didn't think I was going to have enough time to check out. I know you probably didn't have it because I added it like so late in the ball game.
I was also talking to my wife, so.
Oh. No, it's all cool. But let's jump into news real quick.
Let's jump in.
Something that was really cool. That it's something that, man, I didn't even think it was that many. It's Akira Volume 1 just hit its 100th printing. I mean, this is like, it's like as many printings as the Bible. Yeah.
And you know what? It's probably still the same cover too.
Yeah. Yeah. It was going
to be Chadwick Boseman as Kaneda.
Yeah. I remember that when we went out looking for Akira, they were like, when we stumbled across these, if you were able to find them, it was like telephone books. And because we weren't familiar with they opened up backwards and this stuff, the mangas. We weren't really accustomed to seeing too many of these. Right. And then when we would see other ones, they were smaller. These ones were larger set. And I'm kind of curious if they were always in that grander set for this run. But I remember, I guess according to this, it was serialized in a weekly called Weekly Young magazine from 82 to 90. So I guess it was like Metal Jaw just slowly releasing its episodes, its parts.
Well, no, you got to realize, like when you look at the way mangas are distributed, you have like the Shonen Jump. You have all these like these magazines.
Collection. It's like a collection.
No. What? Yeah, but it's like, so you get a magazine and it has like this week's short story of like, there's like, this magazine has like 5 different things and it has like One Piece and Naruto and all these, like, that's the way Ranma half, all these come out. So when you get these collections, it's just that story from these magazines. It's not so much like, like when you go to the bookstore, you see all those collected books. That's not how it comes out over there. It comes out in like a weekly or whatever format. So right. So you think about.
It was serialized in the manner that you were saying from 82 to 90, and then it was compiled into 6 volumes, and it has become the first in the publisher's manga series to reach 100th printing. 36 years have passed since its first volume was published in Japan, September 14th, 1984. While the price of many Japanese manga books have risen significantly over the past 36 years, all 6 volumes of Akira have still sold for the same price when they were released. How's that?
Tom McFarlane doesn't have it. Tom McFarlane doesn't have a piece of that.
15 cents. How about that? We're going to sell comics. Never mind.
Well, no,
but that's awesome that it's still accessible at the same price reaching 100th printing and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
our friend Ray bought that full collection.
Yeah,
And
he has
it
like
took
printing
like
number 75. No,
no, but it took like almost half a year because like to get it because of where he ordered it from. But that book, I mean, because it's a special. It's not
yeah,
just the book. It's like a special anniversary or something like that. And I remember when he showed it to me, it was a little messed up, of course, because of the mail, but it was just awesome because he had all those books, and then they had all this extra stuff. And it was around that same time, I think, for my birthday, he got me the Akira on Blu-ray and stuff, where it had both dubs.
now you need a new one because the 4K version just came out. They're showing it in theaters, man. It's
I
like
know.
I want to, I just don't know if I can. Atomo gave a short message thanking readers for being such long time followers and stuff. And the first volume of the 100th printing is expected to be in stores in early October. So I got a feeling that Olaf, this might be up his alley.
Yeah,
Might be up his alley
Olaf
there.
thing. Olaf is the name of one of the guys who at the comic book store here in where I am. Oh, never mind. Okay, so woohoo! This is why our friend Ray got it and we didn't, because
suggested retail $199.
suggested, which means comic book stores are gonna at least put it for $300 to $500.
Oh man, that does look pretty killer, dude.
Oh yeah, I think that's the book. That's the one that he
box,
has.
yeah. This is and
yeah, because it opens up like.
No, it says 2017. So this is I guess
that's the one he has.
Yep.
And it is awesome. I'm telling you, when he got it in, he called me over and was like, dude, and he opened it up and it was like, one day when my kids move out in about 20 years, for the youngest one to, oh no, the youngest one probably won't ever move out. But yeah, I'll end up buying that because by that time it'll be the 55th anniversary.
This one comes out December 2nd, 2020. It's called The Impact of Akira.
Ooh. I think there's a documentary on somewhere about the Akira, the fans and like the.
It's the 3rd edition, so it's a wicked looking cover. The imagery of Akira was always something that just got our eye. I was looking. I actually hung it up in my bedroom. It's the McFarlane. The bike and Kaneda. I remember the bike coming out before Kaneda, and that's all it is. The figure is just the bike in the package, and it just looks so cool. It just
So for the purposes of this, I'll say Kaneda. That way we won't get people upset about how we pronounce things.
I'm pronouncing like the way it was on the movie.
Yeah, but see, that's the dub we watched. The first dub. The second dub, it's like, hey, by the way, Canada. It's like watching the news in South Texas where you have.
When you say refugio, welcome to refugio. Yeah, no, I know.
Or it's like, welcome to RIP Podcast. I'm Robert Perez. And it's like, and with me as always, Garth. Anyway.
Anyway, so that was some big Akira news. It's always good to be able to have something from the Akira front.
And we will be doing a special like we did with the Crow and stuff like that. Definitely about Akira sometime in the future.
You sent me this. You sent me this one last night. Okay, why don't you go ahead and let us. Roland ran across. He ran across this story. X-Men just lost their greatest power in X of Swords. Go ahead, Roland. Tell us a little bit about what happens.
Well, there's spoilers involved, so if you don't want to know anything about it,
too bad.
Just kind of So one of the biggest things recently in X-Men is they created the mutant island of I don't know how to say it.
Krakatoa. No.
Quinoa. Anyway, and there they can resurrect. They had the resurrection protocols, and so pretty much they became the writers of their own comic and said, we can just bring back anybody who we want. Well, so this takes place The X of Swords takes place in a thing called, I believe, Otherworld or something like that. There, it doesn't apply. If you die, you die. Now, when they resurrect, they might not. And see, this is how they're going to be rebooting. This one is right now. X of Swords, with what's happening right now in this X Factor, they are going. It's a reboot. This is a retcon event, because when they resurrect somebody who dies, they might not pull this universe's person. They might pull someone from another dimension. That it's weird. It's like like Unity. When they go to Otherworld, Unity, like Unity, it's all. So that's why this duel of them fighting these 10 guys, it's going to take place there. So if they die there, they're dead. And so if they resurrect, it might not be. It might be some other dimension. So they got Rock Slide, I believe the character's name is. They say it's a fan favorite. Died, and I think if you go down, they show the guy slicing through him.
Yeah.
But so that is
the Summoner.
Yep. And that Apocalypse's grandson.
Yep.
So right now, and so this is setting up what X of Swords is all about. And again, so I was kind of wondering what are they going to be doing, but because of this premise of what's going on, especially after hearing about the resurrection protocols, this looks like it's going to be a reboot event. They're going to be able to retcon. They're going to be able to change up characters, and this is going to set the tone
and
for
get
the next
new arch nemesis.
Yes.
There you go.
Move over, Sabretooth, because they told us.
It's like buying a new herbal essence flavor or whatever. So it's an interesting
flavor.
So how do you feel now that you're seeing it played out like that? Is that a little bit better? Because I know that don't get me wrong. I'm still kind of, it's interesting how they're all in and they're playing it like that right now.
And I mean, unfortunately for this, I think I'm gonna read the synopsis and stuff like that as it comes out, but I probably will wait till I can get a collected version of it or something, because we know how crossovers were. I remember when Executioner song came out and we were like, we gotta wait,
Yeah.
But it seems, especially with the resurrection protocols, because reading the Wolverines, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've stepped foot in the X world, so I guess now's a good time to start kind of catching up with it because of what they're doing. So like watching, reading Wolverine, you start. It's interesting of what they're doing. I'm actually kind of, I guess now is a good time to kind of start catching up with what's going on, because when I see in Wolverine 4, there's a table with Sinister, Professor X, and all these people, I'm like, wait, okay, what have I missed? And then you have Sinister. It's Sinister. It's just, It's funny that they gave him, now that it's not the 90s, they give him a goatee now. Like, I don't understand that. Like, after I retired from the Navy and I wanted to grow a goatee, my wife specifically said, we're not in the 90s anymore. And I was like, I wanted to look like Ben Affleck in Chasing Amy.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we go. Cash grab.
And that's going to lead to the other statement that I want to make right after this. So I think this is really cool when you look at it upon the surface, but then 5 seconds later, you're like,
Yeah. I'm going to tell you. And,
the person dies of cancer. This is a great opportunity to do like an awesome proceeds, a portion, a penny, something will go towards that in the name of Chadwick Boseman. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if Todd McFarlane already has something already set up or whatever, but I know that there were a lot of different people and companies and all that, and independent stores doing their own kind of raising money for cancer based on what happened, because it was a moment where it lent itself to that, where there's a lot of kids that follow these characters. There's a lot of kids that liked and fell in love with Black Panther. And how are you going to tell this kid that there's no more Black Panther? And we saw all the photos. We saw all the kids posing their action figures and all that kind of stuff.
All the celebrities taking pictures of their child crying. It's like, no. Let's retake that. You need to make sure all the Black Panther toys are behind you.
So
anyway,
so on top of this, they also have a black and white version coming out.
Of course, is more money.
Yeah, and Midtown Comics is already charging $15 for that one. When it hits the stores, because it's this guy, it's going to be $19 to probably $24. Because I saw Ninja Spawn was out.
So the
black and white ones were out for like $19.99 at the.
So I can picture what went through Todd McFarlane's mind. So Chadwick Boseman dies. So why not put him as the person who dies and sells his soul to the devil? I mean, let's.
Well,
so
yeah,
right now
if we think about it, that's what. Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman right now is in hell, I guess, trying to sell his soul so he can come back and do Black Panther 2, I guess. I don't know. People don't see certain, like to me, that's when you first initially showed that to me, I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. But like you said, then 5 seconds later, you're like,
Yeah, the ripple effect starts to happen.
And I'll tell you, a lot of my comic friends and stuff like that do web comics, that do comics, you see the other side. You see the hype where all these people are like, yeah, but then you see these other creators and stuff going, oh, no, bad form. That's, they just hate it. They hate it, even though, I have some acquaintances and people that hate corporate comics, but technically Image is considered an indie. But yeah, it's it's cool at first, that first 10 seconds you take that in and you're like, woo! Ooh, and then that pucker factor starts up. Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, and we're showing right now the black and white cover, and Todd McFarlane's artwork, because of all the detailing and stuff like that, it's really striking when you see that. But from an artist's point of view, looking at it that way, that's what we're talking about. But when you dig down a little bit more, so you start to wonder about all that. This is going to sell a lot of copies. Obviously, it has nothing to do with what's happening in the inside of the book. And so I'm going to get to this in a little bit, a little bit more.
Was Chadwick Boseman like a big Spawn fan? I mean, that's something else that I ask myself. Like, did he even care about Spawn? Did he even know about Spawn, or is it one of those things where he's like,
there might be a secret Kobe Bryant version?
Dude, all right. Woo!
Now, this is what popped up 1 hour ago. His
and Midtown Comics will be selling that for $50.
Yeah, they haven't even. This is another cover they're throwing in. So right now, as it sits, there was cover A, cover B, which cover B became the Chadwick Boseman. And then cover C, which was another artist who we still haven't seen that cover. And then cover C or D, I'm losing track already. I'm assuming the cover D is now the black and white one. I don't even know where this one is. So now there's 5. There's 4 covers already. Now this is the 5th cover. There's 5 covers of this
another cover.
book.
There's another cover for the right side, and that's going to be where Ninja Spawn, Pirate Spawn, and Janitor Spawn are all going to be in there. Caveman Spawn, I guess. I don't know.
What's the freak Venom. That dude's name is?
I don't know.
Lazy Town.
Oh, hey.
I'm here. Now. I'm here from Lazy Town, and we're doing some exercises. Anyway, it's like everybody was like from Iceland or something like that. So, but see, the thing is, if you look at this, look at Cowboy Spawn. I mean, he doesn't have all those spikes and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know. So this is, I don't know when this took place.
Does he have tassels though? Like he should have like, I don't know. That's just the. No. Gosh. Yeah.
So
I'm just.
yeah. So
I'm pretty sure he's.
that's what's happening on. Well, that's 1 hour ago, guys. So if just start calling your favorite comic book store because you're not going to get that copy if it hasn't been ordered, and you're not getting the black and white one, and you're not going to get all those other ones. So, what was hot this past week? Usually, when we do this, we kind of like we'll go through the books and stuff like that. We'll kind of discuss a little bit about what's going on. I picked this one, and I had been picking this one, but I'm gonna click off that one. It's an awesome cover. So the storm begins. Spawn is on the hunt for someone or something insidious. Demons and hiding among humans. Secret dealings with big pharma. Big plans are about to be exposed. Storm is coming. Okay. This is on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we were kids and we saw this on the cover, Dad, buy me this. Blah, 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 blah. What the hell do you think better be in the inside of this damn comic? This is not anywhere in the inside of this comic in any shape or form at all.
Gunslinger. So he's not that.
There is no gunslinger at all in this. It is like when Speed Racer was touring the building and he was going to get offered the deal to be. Yeah, that's what this issue was, dude. Maybe Spawn, he kills a woman, he shoots her in the head because she's actually like a demon. And then what he ends up doing is he takes his partner, Jessica, which is that female Spawn that we had been seeing around looking like Spider-Woman in a way. It's a character that, and so he exposes her to some rising of demons and zombies and all kinds of stuff. And that's what he kind of shows her. And says that this is coming and this, that, and the other. So that's all there is. I don't think I spoiled anything other than the fact that this dude on the cover is nowhere in this book at all.
But see, one of the great things also is that, number 300 came out almost a year. Well, it's coming up in a year. I still don't know what's actually going on in Spawn. Like you just told, there's no spoiler with what you said because I really don't. I just know that Null comes out in that one of those episodes or something and.
I'm going to say this: if you have a variant cover, you can be whatever you want. You can crisscross it with old characters, new characters. They don't even have to be your characters. That's the variant cover. But if your cover A is that, it better be in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That to me, that's fair. Now. I love it. It's going to be worth a whole whatever. But deep down, when you see this on the cover, and after what I read in the last issue, I was expecting more to carry on of that. Now, what ends up happening is we get to the very last page, and we see a little box coming soon. Cygor and Overkill and Gunslinger Spawn. Yeah. So I wonder if special guest cover artist will be. Didn't he co-create Overkill, Mr. Blythefield?
Oh God, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, so that is my commentary on this particular book. The cover itself, you know what? Nobody reads the books anyway. Just like you were saying, you go to 300, nobody probably knows what the hell's going on this thing. They probably bought this book, sealed it, sent it off. It got slabbed. Ha, 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 ha. I sold – how many? Remember they said that they broke a record by selling this many covers and the last covers?
Yep. See, and that's the thing. But you go to something like Savage Dragon and –
Hey, the solicitation ends this weekend for that Good Grief
right. And see, and that okay. So, I'm.
You ready to open up an account?
No, because I have a pull box. Okay. He put on order for me that 252. Whatever one that I get, I'm fine with because I want to get back into reading Savage Dragon.
Right.
That's the only reason I got. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, of course. Part of me is like that Good Grief one looked like fun as hell to have. But
Right.
I'm not going to go down that route. I'm just gonna, I have. Even though I put X of Swords, I don't think he understood what I meant by that. Because when we used to say Executioner song, they put every Executioner song
And
crossover
more.
and more.
You threw more. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Out of 22, I think you're gonna get like 8. We're placing bets, everybody. Place your bets.
Yeah.
How many X of Swords will Roland get in his box when X of Swords is done?
And so
I didn't
it's
think you
almost like
wanted X Force. You didn't
it's
want
like,
X
well,
Force, did you?
you just wanted the ones that say X of Swords, right? And that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
And I went ahead and at least for the next 2 or 3 months, I have ink blot put in there just so I can. I'm giving it a chance.
That actually comes out. You probably think, well, we haven't even got to that part of the program, but you're probably wondering, hey,
anyway, so we'll wait.
I didn't see anything down there. But anyway, so Spawn 310 cover, amazing story. It's all set up. It's all we're walking in the building, kind of,
Dude, that's like okay. So that's like promoting the movie Venom with Carnage on the cover, and then you have to watch, and they don't even show. They just show Cletus. So it's like
there's not even a shadow, dude. There's not even a shadow.
Even an eye. Usually, remember how they used to like just do an eye, like that little box, and you see the close up of the eye.
Yeah. Or at least a page in the back that says Gunslinger, come in, or you know what I mean? Or hey, look at this, I'm on the cover, but at least I put the freaking dudes in the back of the book. Bishop.
Or at least have Strife take off his helmet and then
it's a shadow.
Look at the camera with his eye. No, remember the
Ultimate,
when he took his helmet off?
Ultimate Strife.
Like, Ultimate Strife. There we go.
Number 4, Ultimate Son of Strife. Anyway, I'm clicking it off it. But dude, don't get me wrong, dude. I still look at that cover. It's amazing. That image will live forever. It'll be posters. It's going to be, everybody's going to remember that, Matina. But anyway, so yes, we get to this one. Another awesome cover, Strange Academy number 3. The book was fun, didn't disappoint, must pick up, must read, fun, all the way through the book. I liked it. I want to see more of these characters. Dude, they have a whole class of characters. It's like, I'm trying to think how many characters they have. They got, is it 4 rows across and 3 rows? That's like 12 characters. And you still follow the right beats. These dudes know how to write. It's hard to write because with multiple characters, because what ends up happening is like, oh, we're only going to go with 2 characters to the entire book while the whole team's like away on vacation somewhere.
You think about it. When you see the word Scotty Young, you automatically imagine that he has art, but it's not. It's Humberto Ramos, like the cover art and because it's in memory of Chadwick Boseman. I'm guessing that's the special variant cover of him burning up.
No,
it's
actually cover A.
I know that's Doyle Dormammu, which So like these are the kids of the.
Like, there's a connection to some of them. Like you got 2 kids that are twins from Asgard or something like that.
So it's funny though. It's funny because usually a lot of Scotty Young cover arts are the characters as baby, like the baby ones. But now he's writing about the kids. Oh,
right. Yeah. But
which I love Scotty Young. I love Scotty Young.
It is a great read. The artwork is incredible on this thing. It is fun and it's self-contained, but there are still little. It's written very well. You see little trails of something from the past books, but it doesn't dwell. And then you get the little nugget that is going to carry on to the next book. But it's a good story within itself.
Is Doctor Strange teaching them, or is it like Banshee and Emma Frost?
They got different cats. They got different they got different cats. I think for some reason you do see Doctor Strange. He did come out like in the first two books, I believe, because it is his academy, and but he's like more of a you know, it's my thing. You know, I'm off playing golf with the fellas in hell or whatever, and so that's what, you know, what's going on. But no, it's
Make
great.
Sorcerer
I got it.
make Sorcerer Supreme.
You got to
Great again.
get you to get caught up on this one. This is a
All
fun
right.
read.
Well, and I had seen number two. Number two had the emblem, like
the
the
emblem.
yeah. I saw that at Texas Toys before I left, but I didn't get it because I just recently, when I moved here, was the first time I picked up a comic in a couple years, and that was the Wolverine 3 and 4. So I'll try to catch up on that.
Yeah. It's a good read. I really liked it.
I do have Comixology, so see, that's the beauty about for me, because I'm not all about getting so I can still buy these hard to find issues because I actually just want to read what's in them.
It is a good one. I like this one. I try to recommend it to various. I mean, to me, honestly, all the covers have been done quite well. There are some that have Alex Ross timeless portraits and stuff, and then there's like character ones, and then there's activities. I think it's issue 4 is going to have a remote learning cover. So I think, to me, a lot of people are probably going, I want cover A. I want the Ramos, the regular Ramos cover, and then I want the Ross timeless covers. But to me, that cover, the remote learning one, that's something about this time that we're in, and I think that one's going to be one of those nostalgia, like, oh wow, that's when all the kids were doing the thing, da 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 da, and all that kind of stuff. So that one would be kind of interesting. They haven't posted a picture of what that cover looks like, but that one's coming. So the last minute one that I threw in, actually, it was actually a first minute one that I did put in, and then I decided to take it out, but then I put it back in. It's like doing time travel all over the place. Anyway,
but is that a saying? The first minute?
It now is. It's a rip comic thing. It's the first minute of first minutes. You know what? We're not even looking at the chat, so we didn't even know if anybody's.
I don't even think people are watching. I think they came in at 12. They came in at 12, and we weren't on. And
I see John Vargas joined. I don't know if he's still there, but he's there somewhere.
See, I didn't see that. Oh, maybe because it's only people that you know. Because I saw that Richard and then one of my old Navy buddies, Steven Rivero, checked in. But I don't know if they're watching. They probably saw us and was like, yeah, whatever.
Whatever. These guys talking about the funny books.
We got Gandalf the White.
Yes, we'll start talking like these. Anyway, so Strange Academy, definitely a good one. Now, this is the one. Department of Truth. The one that has been for like the past 2 months, just constantly bombarding Twitter, Facebook, and all that. I read it, dude. It is awesome, dude. I love the art style. I love the setup. I love everything that they're doing in this thing. And then the reveal at the end of the story. Oh my Lord.
Stripe takes off his helmet.
This is a little hinty hint. I'm just going to say this, right? This particular gentleman, there's something connected to him that we end up getting at the end of this thing. But it is, I can't wait to see what the next issue, what the next issue is going to bring.
Isn't that a Depeche Mode song?
Department of Truth. I think it might be.
Oh my God!
This is our famous assassinator of Dallas. Did you shoot the president? I'm a patsy. We're seeing all this being portrayed in these art, and then
this is all about the CIA.
And then they usher out everybody except these secret agents that are actually. He goes, I didn't believe that we were really going to have this. What it is, it's 2 agents. We don't know what they're from, but they're actually talking to Lee Harvey Oswald, and he wants to know, did this really did happen? And I'm assuming they're talking about the assassination of the president. And so and then we end up seeing like an interview taking place and all that kind of stuff. And then it ends up ending with the comment, "Up is down and down is up," which I kind of played around with the 1 minute.
So 11 comes out.
Yes. Oh yeah.
11 and Hopper. 11 and Hopper. So one of those agents is Hopper. And
But Department of Truth is the Depeche Mode song we've been waiting to happen.
Yeah.
No, it's actually fun. The artwork is really cool. It's not your traditional art. It's almost like paintings. It's very stylized with this whole theme and all that kind of stuff. It plays up on a lot of the conspiracy theories. What ends up happening is this grouping, it is a division of the FBI.
Of course.
That its purpose is to keep conspiracy theories going. We cannot not disprove conspiracy theories. And so that's what this is about. So it's like Men in Black, but for...
Well, I mean, you think about this, you think about where we are in time, where they've released the government, not even conspiracy theorists, the government has released footage of saying that, oh yeah, look at these weird UFOs. Hey, jingling the keys. Hey, look over here, and nobody bit. Like I would have thought that would have. I mean, and then hearing about the heartbeats out in space, like what? Where are we in time?
Yeah.
That I mean, you remember being a kid.
We would have had the Leonard Nimoy's coming out talking about all this crap on the TV and all that. Charleston Heston talking about this.
You remember the time where Nostradamus was everywhere in the Inquirer and all these documentaries and all.
Yeah, Bermuda Triangle and the Nostradamus and
And yet, when you actually have the government, so it's not even like, oh yeah, this isn't a real source. The government, the Pentagon says, oh yeah, look at this. This is when the last Starfighter happened. Flight of the Navigator. All those were real. Those are documentaries of.
Yeah, you know what? Because it wasn't on Netflix, it's not real. Nobody's believing it anymore. It can't be real.
See, that you reminded me of Will Arnett. Every time he comes out, and he's like, "Good old Job."
So yeah, it's one of those type of books that I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was having fun with it. I really thought, man, this is some. I like where they were going with it. So definitely, if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, off the beaten path, that is definitely that's definitely one that you want to definitely check out.
No, and so for me, that would be one that I would wait about 6 months or so, or a couple months, and get the trade paperbacks. I mean, because that.
Yeah, it's better. It's all collected, I think, and then Image does that quite well. If you're into the on top of this, there's like 15, 20 different covers from all the different companies. Everybody was all in on this. The Midtown cover, they got a Frankie Goes to Hollywood cover. They got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the different companies have some kind of special cover that they made for their store.
On one of the Facebook comic pages, somebody had posted that they had gotten it, and then you see the comments. Oh man, my LCS was sold out.
So, Comic Book Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. I've got a couple of issues here. We're going to try to zoom through this. I'm not going to try to dwell too much on this because more than likely we're going to talk about these next week because of the fact these are explosive. These are explosive books, mainly two of them. And I think that these two are going to be carefully looked at because it's now X of Swords time. But before we get to that one, I'm going to go ahead and get my screen here. And then we'll just kind of zoom through these real quick. This will be our quick and fast version, KISS style. Anyway, ladies' room style. Amazing Spider-Man 49 will finally come out. It's Legacy number 850. They had several covers, and I'm going to just zoom through these, and you tell me if there was anything there. View all. Okay. These are all the different covers. They had the blank cover, the Bagley cover. I like this cover. And then they had Symbiote.
I think a lot of people like the
We got another Venom cover here. They got this one with a bunch of, I think this is a wraparound, I think. They got a bunch of bad dudes all around.
well, they're gonna sell that
Scotty Young down here.
Tim, that one. They're
Yeah,
gonna sell that Mary Jane one.
Mary Jane one.
Oh, I saw his YouTube Scotty Young drawing that one.
Oh, that cover?
He was showing his process. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So there you go. It's one of the covers. It's not the ultimate cover. It's not the one that I would go after. But I just thought I'd show it. It actually shows Green Goblin, and so there you go. Green Goblin is back. It's in stores this Wednesday. You will have a plethora of covers to pick from. So have fun with this one. It is heavily priced. So if you hold on a little bit.
Hold on for
some of these stores, you might not get your favorite cover, but if you wait maybe about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, some people like to blow off these covers, discount them, buy one, get one free, buy one, get it half off, whatever. So, it's a marker book, a milestone. It's 850, the 850 Legacy number series, and that's that one. All right. This is the one that they've been hyping us up about. Wolverine number 6, X of Swords. There's a crap load of swords all over the place in this one. And this is the version, the book, the arch nemesis. It's supposed to appear.
I missed issue 5?
Yeah.
When did issue 5 come out?
Before issue 6. And after 4. Yeah. We can get into that one. But this is what we have right here.
I'm just saying, I just got 3 and 4. I need to get 5. Okay, sorry.
Now you're on the trail. So there we go. This one is going to go fast. I'm warning you right now. Let's write it down. This one is going to go up to printing 4. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you do not get this book or the variant of it or the other variant of it, there's like 3 or 4 variants of this, but you got to get this one. It's going to go fast. The arch nemesis' first appearance. Everybody is keying in on this, and that's what it is. It says X of Swords Part 3, decent penance, and legendary power reclaimed. So I don't even want to click the preview because it's just but yeah. Definitely, you want to get Wolverine 6.
Well, it's in my box. Yep, okay. It's in my box. I'll get it. But again, I'm like, well, great. I need to find 5.
But the arch nemesis appears on the cover of X-Force number 13. So we hyped it up that Wolverine 6 is going to have the arch nemesis appear, but they quietly snuck him on the cover of X-Force 13. And everybody loves the covers of these new guys. So I guarantee this, unless your comic store has a crap load of them in stock, these two are also going to go away. And this is very much like Star Wars and Terminator, or whatever you want to call it.
Carrie.
Yeah. It's part 4 of X of Swords. Stealth, the power within, the burden of knowledge. All of these descriptions. Yeah.
Is that a 90s TV show? The Power Within.
The Power
Nintendo.
Within. Now you're playing with power. I'm going to zoom down over here just so we get a quick peek at those alternate covers real quick of these two. This one is actually kind of cool looking. It's Wolverine. The other one, it's like Kiss. All the ninjas are jumping on him and he's killing the crap out of everybody. That's considered the variant edition, which I thought the other one was the regular edition, but I guess this is the regular edition. That's variant edition. And then X-Force has also another cover of the arch nemesis. It almost seems like they're tagging up for some
Wait, is
reason.
that his name?
What, X-Force?
Or no, arch
Solon?
nemesis? Or are we just calling him
Yeah,
that?
it's Solum. Remember Solon Select?
Oh, Salon Selective. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
See, that's what you need to say then. That's what we call him. Salon
Solon
Selective or Paul
Select.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Or Paul Mitchell.
And so they're fighting demons. I guess they team up in this part, and then they betray. I don't know. I don't know how he becomes his arch nemesis. I don't know. But there you got that one. Or you can get the special Fortnite version.
They need to bring
It
back Banana Man.
yeah. So it's basically Deadpool 2.
Yep.
Well, but with Psylocke here,
Yeah.
that's kind of an interesting
Maybe
thing.
he's the one who goes in the wood chipper.
Yeah. So there you go. So right now we're telling you, if you're these are perfect. You're collecting Necks of Swords. It's in your box. Supposedly, it's in your box, so you have no worries. You will get these issues. You don't know which cover you're going to get unless you requested it, but there it is. So,
Yep.
so there you go. We got 2 X books, and then we also have Spider-Man, and I got a little sentimental on my 4th pick, and it is called the Daddy Daughter Day, and it was actually art and cover by Jeff Bridges.
Oh wow.
Jeff
Tron,
Bridges, the
playing
actor,
himself.
and he did this with his daughter. They put this book together, and there was a daughter day that had passed, I guess, this past week or two, and so they teamed up together and they made a book. It's on Dark
Capitalized
Horse.
off of it.
Yeah, Dark Horse Comics comes out this Wednesday. $17.99. I think it's something. Maybe this more if you have a daughter. If you don't have a daughter, then you're kind of weird for getting this. but I have a daughter. My brother has a whole bunch of daughters, and so I don't know. I just thought I'd pick that one. There's a lot of good books. We're still keeping track of Inkblot. Inkblot 2, book 2 comes out. And if you haven't picked up book 1, the second print should be out. There was Spy Island, another issue of Spy Island. It has landed. So if you want to get into little spine and intrigue and the Bermuda Triangle, you got that. There's a lot of cool books. I didn't even mention Venom, the one where he's standing in front of the crucifix, looking all what's his name, Codex, which is AKA Dylan. Anyway, yeah, that was what I didn't say the last time. Oh, didn't get that mosquito. Anyway, yeah, so Codex is Dylan. I think I waited a week long to say that.
Yep.
So he grows up to be that guy.
Okay.
And so if you see all these covers, Null and him are just going to just totally wreak havoc all over the Marvel.
Havoc's coming out?
He
I haven't seen
should.
Havoc in a while.
Yeah, Havoc's. Well, they're going to wreck some other, and it's Havoc with a K. Yeah, I think. Anyway,
Wait,
so
okay.
yeah, those are the hot picks. Those are the ones I got. We'll just Amazing Spider-Man number 49, which is Legacy number 850. Wolverine number 6. X-Force number 13. Those both have Salon Select in it. And on Dark Horse, this is kind of more of a sentimental thing, but it is Daddy Daughter Day hardcover edition. There's a bunch of other cool books. Visit your local comic book stores. They have a bunch of awesome stuff that is coming out right now. If you want to get into the X of Swords, this is the best time to do it. They're not that far into it. It's going to get real hard. It's going to get harder to find these books the further you go along. And that's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
They will never be. And then by the time you get to issue number 8, then you're going to start seeing second printing, third printings of all these other issues start coming out. And then it's going to just become a jumbled mess. And you're going to see like 100 books and you're not even going to know what to get. But that's what we have. That is the show. That is our October. It's October. It is.
No.
It's
It is.
Yes, it is
It is
October.
October.
So this had our creepy Halloweeny film type of Kiss vibe and stuff to start off. So, but yeah, any thoughts before we close out the show?
Not about comics, but I just want to remind everybody that it is National Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and also this is a month for the mother who's lost. I know I'm bringing it, but this is very important to me. People, mothers, families that have lost a baby, whether miscarriage, stillborn. It's those two things are very big in my life, and just look them up. I wanted to see comics. I might try to do a comic about that because But anyway, so yeah.
And on Metal Jaw or your personal Facebook, you'll find different things on there, and it's also a very interesting month. Also,
Inktober.
There you go.
Drawtober. There's a lot of different ways to say it. The challenge. A lot of people have different prompts, and it's a challenge to just try to do a drawing a day in ink. And over at my Metal Jaw Comics, I am posting my stuff every day. Today's prompt is bulky, so I kind of have a sketch of that. I'm about to ink it. My daughters, all three of my well, not all three of my daughters, little under half, are doing the challenge also, and so I'm gonna curate those and put them in some on Metal Jaw Comics. So go over to Metal Jaw Comics, hit like.
Yeah, the most likes is going to be his favorite. No, I'm just joking. No, they're all very talented young ladies. When I went over before he moved, I was totally in awe of the factory setting that he has set with his art empire. No,
I'm gonna tell you.
They have a very interesting way of putting their thoughts and the way they get together and develop their art stuff. This is a perfect time to get a little snapshot of these young talents, and definitely head off to Metal Jaw Comics and take a quick look and see
on Facebook.
Great, okay, on Facebook, go to Metal Jaw Comics and you'll be able to see some of these amazing pieces of art that
and soon this week or weekend, my daughter Char decided to surprise me, and she did a comic digitally. Like,
nice.
She did work, everything. She made the boxes, but I like how you'll see it. I'm going to show you. I'll send it to you once I get a copy. But they're my daughters are all awesome, and to see what they're doing now, and it's not me pushing. This is their own. I give them the chances and tools to be able to try to move on with this. But you can go over to Metal Jaw Comics, hit like, and then you can see right now, again, because my equipment is back in Texas, I'm not working on the actual comic of my new relaunch of ZNG Universe, but I am writing and doing a lot of that, fleshing out a lot of the scripts, and a lot of I'm happy about it. I have a good summary of at least the first book, what I want to do. So just keep I am posting, like I said, my October, and again, if you hit like, you can interact with me on there, or ask me questions or comments on Rip Comics Podcast. But
Rip Comics Podcast, visit your local comic book store, strike up a conversation, support them. We got to keep them going. It has been very tough through the pandemic, and they're still feeling it. And there's tons of great stuff out there. They got toys, posters, trade paperbacks, whatever way that you can, or introduce a friend to your comic book store and bring a friend along. Wear your masks, practice social distancing, and support your local comic book store.
And your local gunfighter.
There you go. We will actually try to let everybody know what we are going to. We waited a little bit long to just kind of throw the Kiss Meets the Phantom. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to try to think of it before the weekend's out, and we'll announce what the next topic and stuff like that. We probably already mentioned it, or we probably, whatever the case may be, but we want to
throw your comments.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let us know. Let us know if there's something that you want to talk about. It could be comic related, movie related, soundtrack related, music, whatever, food related. Maybe we'll do a food thing. I don't know. Let's look at cereals. Let's look at
Pac-Man cereal. Oh.
Character. There you go. I think we got it.
Yep, we got it.
Character cereal, monster cereal.
Because the 80s,
this is the perfect time.
Yep.
Go to your grocery stores. Go to Target. Go pick up the monster cereals. Boo Berry, Frankenberry, Count Chocula.
Us growing up, every cartoon that they had was a merchandise, and it was a cereal.
And they all tasted like Captain Crunch.
Right.
The not flavored shit. This the regular Captain Crunch pieces. And so we knew that cereal would not last longer than that film was out in the movie theaters. Don't leave, Star Wars. Oh, it's gone.
Yep. Oh, and then the food.
There you go. Our
food,
first Rip Comic podcast, food, tangent, migas, full migas.
Full migas.
Full migas. That's it. We're not holding back. So go buy your General Mills Frankenberry Halloween-inspired foods, and we're going to think of all the different kind of weird garbage candy. We're going to think of all the Halloween-y, foodie kind of things that we can get a hold of, and we will see you guys next week. So for Rip Comics Podcast, I'm Rob.
And from the West Coast, I'm Roll.
Rip you later. Yeah, that was that.